Good evening everyone, welcome back to another video. I wanted to do a video to share with you all the GoPro Hero 12 Creator Edition. If you are looking to get into vlogging, or you like just taking some nice video memories and stuff like that, which is mostly what I like to do, then this is fantastic. Everything about it's just great. Battery life is great. The light on the top is great. The microphone with the Hero 12 can be used forwards and backwards at the same time, whereas on the 11, 10 and 9 it could only be used either front or back, which was always a bit of a pain because you had to make sure you had the right microphone switch so you were getting the right audio. You can of course use external microphones. I do have a wireless one, but I only tend to use that if it's really windy or if I'm in quite a quiet place, because it's quite a big thing and it can be daunting having that attached to you, walking around, people are looking at you, and you get past it, but it's there. The microphones on this, they do the job perfectly, exactly what you're going to need. But I thought, let's take a look and go from there. So with the Creator Edition, you get the GoPro Hero 12, you get the light mod, you get the media mod, and you get the Volta, which is a remote control as well as a battery pack, as well as a tripod. So you can extend these legs out, 1, 2, you can sit it down. You can turn it so it sits better, and it's great. You've got an extra mount there, which I do have a little adapter for the light to go on, or you can have a phone mount attached to that, which always helps. Provides power via the USB-C, should I say, into the back of the media mod. Here you've got an audio in, if you're using a microphone or using a receiver for a wireless microphone, it goes in there. And up here you do have a micro HDMI out. You have this wind muff that goes over the speaker, the microphone. You've got front and rear. Like I said, on this one, on the 12, you can actually use the front and the back at the same time. It's the first time you've been able to do this. I've come from a 10 to a 12, and it's a funny one. Software wise, firmware wise, it's a massive leap. So the 10 still had 8-bit color. This has got the 10-bit color. This does also do HDR and log. Now, with the HDR and the log, what I have found is you only really need to use that if you are in high contrast areas. If you're not, the 10-bit color and the standard video mode is going to be more than adequate for whatever you need. I've noticed as well, if you zoom in on the HDR and the log, it can be a bit grainy, so I don't know if that's something GoPro needs to fix or try and work out. But having a play with this, so it's using it on several different video programs on the PC. I've got a 4K monitor so I can see it good and proper. It was a bit grainy, I have to admit, on the HDR and on the log. The log is great for color grading. The HDR is great for just point and film. You get great colors from that. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, 100%. If you're starting out, if you're looking at getting into vlogging and things like that, and you want to, say if you're going on holiday, you're going for 3 weeks in America, you're going to want something that's reliable. It works. You get it out, you press record, it works. So with the battery that's in the GoPro and the battery that's in here, I do get a full day's filming. Not constant full day's filming, but I'm filming the bits that are important, and like going on rides and stuff like that, and it all just seems to work out. So I get a full day's recording. So if we break this down, you've got the light mod. It's got a nice cover that you can take on and off. 1, 2, 3, and then it does have a flashing mode, but I won't show that. A nice little cover. It charges via USB-C in the back that way. So as well, if your GoPro's got plenty of battery, but your light mod hasn't, you can take that cable there, and plug it into here and charge it, and you can still use it while it's plugged in as well. So that's the light mod. Let's take this apart now. Yes, a lot of you are probably thinking this does come with a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom. It still does come with a thumb screw and the feet. So yeah, on the 12 they have included this. This 12 will live in its media mod for me, and it will live on this Volta. I do have another battery selfie stick that I will use if this ever dies, but the chances of that on a day out are very, very slim. If not, I've always got a power bank at hand as well. And to be fair, I've got spare GoPro batteries as well, which always helps. So if we take this out, you see GoPro Hero 12 Black, the new snow effect, or I think it's because it's made out of recycled plastic. It's always good for the environment. Lenses are removable. You can get lens mods and stuff like that, so that comes off and you can change it. I do have a few CPL filters and stuff like that I do use quite regularly. The front screen isn't touchscreen. I know on some other action cameras it is, but genuinely don't feel like you need that. If you're vlogging, you can use the remote that's built onto there, so it kind of defeats the object of needing that. Comes with an Enduro battery, which lasts longer. I'll also show you what memory card I'm using, because I use these. I'll turn it up the right way. I use the Samsung Pro Plus. This one is 256, yeah, 256. It's a U3 A2 V30. It has no problems recording at 5.3K. If I'm vlogging, I will be in HDR, and I will be probably 4K, 25 or 50 frames a second. I say 25 or 50 because I'm in the UK, and our lights run at 50 hertz, not 60 hertz. So at 60 hertz, you can run 60 frames a second and 30 frames a second, whereas over here, it's 50 frames a second, where you get like 100 frames a second slow-mo and 25 frames per second, but it still does go down to 24 frames a second if you need it to, for that nice cinematic shot. I must say I'm in love with this. The Bluetooth capability is nice. You can connect your AirPods and stuff to it if you want to, but because of the built-in noise cancellation of most of these headphones now, it kind of makes you sound like a robot. So I don't really think it's that worth it. So that's the GoPro. The media mod, you've got culture at the top, the record button, got culture on the side. Like I said, you put your microphone in there. That way you can see that. You put your USB-C charging port, and then you've got your micro HDMI out there. So what you do with this, you take the side door off, and you can see in there you've got the USB-C. It just slides in, clips in, and it's in there. Yes, the feet do still come through the bottom. I don't find that being a problem. You might find it being a problem with the 1/4 inch thread, just because it gives you that lip. So unless you've got quite a long 1/4 inch thread, then you might have problems with that. But if you're using it as a creator edition, then you need to use the legs anyway. So yeah, a little hack there I used to get the legs out. With the Volta, I can leave that there, and I can, if I turn this on, it should connect via Bluetooth. It's not going to now, is it? It's going to show me up. Okay, I have had it disconnected actually. I've had the Volta on the other, I've had it on the 10, so I may have to see if the GoPro remembers it. There you go, paired Volta. There we go. So from here, with the GoPro, you can go through your modes, photo, time lapse. I have mine set to time warp because it's just cool. And back to video. You can start recording. You can stop a recording. You can turn it off. You can check the battery. It's great. One thing I want to show you before I do turn the GoPro off though is with the media mod, you can actually get, if I can get that zoomed in a bit, along there, it's picking up my voice, and I've got it set to front and back microphones, and it's giving me volume levels. So you can see how nice and quiet it is in here until I start talking. That keeps an eye on everything for me. And it's great. Absolutely love it. Just to show you, if you hold down the power button, it powers off. Thumb screws, I would recommend getting a slightly longer one than what comes with it. I do have a longer one downstairs that I do tend to use more, but I thought I'd use this one for the purposes of the video. Once that goes back on, that goes back on there, and you're all set up. That's perfect. So what I'll do now is, it is dark here where I am right now, so I'll go outside. It's a bit windy and a bit wet, but I'll get some footage for you and I'll add that on next. But if you're thinking about buying this, I will leave a link down in the description. And yeah, 100% worth it. So I still think GoPro are at the top. They're still up there. They're still up there. There's 3 competitors now, but they're still up there. But the other 2, they're the same camera, just in different cases. And one of them, you can't replace the lens. And that'd be the Insta Ace and Ace Pro. Whereas the DJI, you can still replace the lens. Personally, I think being able to replace this is great. So I damaged my one on my 10 and I swapped it out. It's easier to put filters and stuff on. You don't have to, they're cheaper. They're cheaper for people to make like that. Like I said, just spins on, spins off. You can do it while it's attached to the media mod as well, so it doesn't get in your way. And it's not a massive setup either. If you're vlogging in 4K or 5.3K, if you're at 5.3K at 60 or 50 frames a second, the quality is going to be incredible, and it is incredible. You can go through a lot of my other videos. I filmed this actually on my phone, but if you look at some of my videos, the quality from the Hero 10, it is, even the Hero 10, it's astonishing. This is nicer, it's better, it's got a better menu system. So if we look at the menu system, it's a lot different. You can name your custom presets, which is a nice touch with this. But it's really nice. Everything is so smooth. Everything just works. The touchscreen works perfectly. The 10, I did have a few issues. But I fixed it because I dropped it and it fixed it again. I do... yes, I want to keep current language, thank you. I don't want to voice control. So there's another thing you can say, hey, GoPro, record, or change your settings and things like that, which is great. Because I'm connected to Wi-Fi, you can see all sorts of different stuff on here. It's just so much nicer to use. The speakers on this aren't great, so if you're watching a playback on this, don't expect good quality from it, but the sound quality with the media mod is great. So like I said, if you're looking at just getting into vlogging, do it. For what you get, I think these are, so as a set, as the creator edition, I think they're $399 at the minute. We can get the 11 at $389, so it's actually better value for money getting this. But yeah, it's good, it's great, I love it, I recommend it. And here, it's going to be some footage. So I'm currently out in my garden. I'm at arm's length. Obviously no light. I've taken the media mod off just to show you. I don't know if you'll pick up any wind or anything. It's a little bit windy here, and there's a little bit of rain in the air. Living in the UK is not always the most fun of places. But like I said, you're at arm's length. This is the sound quality of the GoPro without the media mod. So now I'm recording at arm's length with the media mic mod set to front and back. I am same place in my garden. I said it's raining, it's drizzly, it's a little bit windy, but the wind muff on the media mod should do more than enough to stop any wind noise coming from that. We test the light out. This is mode 1. Let my eyes adjust. So like I said, my arm's length, you see my arm, just chilling. Setting 2, you can vlog. You can actually vlog really nicely. You can look around. It's a little bit blinding, it is quite bright, but in these scenarios it's perfect. You can look at the camera, you can just talk to the camera, work it out, you know what's going on. Mode 3, so you have this mode 3, but it only lasts around 30 seconds because it can get a bit hot. Like I said, you do have a flashing mode as well, so like an SOS mode, but I'm not going to do that. You can probably see the rain in my face, it's not very nice and it's cold. But yeah, this is the sound quality of the media mod, front and back microphones on. Don't know if this is going to be any different, but this is just the front microphone. Just the front microphone. And then this is the back microphone. You probably can't really hear me at all, but it's worth denoting, you know, if I turn it around this way, not that you're going to be able to see much, but you'll be able to hear me a lot better. And one thing I do like is having the front and back microphones on is when I'm filming my kids, or we're out for a nice day out, or like I've just done a video for Christmas Day, you can get my audio, you can get their audio, and you can, on CapCut somehow, split it. I don't know if you can on other apps. I haven't tried any other applications for the audio. I am going to try the one on my iPad. We'll see how that goes. I hate doing the audio on that one, which is LumaFusion, but we'll go from there. We'll have a look, see how it goes. Happy days. I'm going in because I'm getting wet. Lovely.